Hi. So, a lot of hockey players, we do a lot of things for aesthetics. My friends and I, we always, wander out loud or talk to each other about style. Is this good? Does this look good? A lot of people are always going to tell you the Bauer, 4000 or 40 or Bauer 4500 helmet is like, oh, it's the best one. Everybody in NHL uses it. It's the greatest helmet for style. Well, fuck that. I don't care about that helmet. Sorry, had to be said. Don't care, don't know, don't want to know. Actually, I do know because it actually cost me a few concussions. But, it's a different story. I just don't like the helmet. It doesn't fit right. It doesn't feel good. So what the hell am I going to buy it just to look good? That's why I use my CCM helmet. Love that thing. Anyway, so I've always, I saw Ron Francis wear the Bauer 8000. I saw Mike Pekka wear the Bauer 8000 back, pre-lockout. And I was like, that helmet looks kind of cool. And, it's kind of ugly, but there's some potential for some, projects with it to be done. And there is. I really, really love the VN liners. As you all know, I did do a review back about a year ago or 2 years ago about my emission intake and how much I love the VN liner so much that it's on my V8 helmet as well. So, it's a good liner, very, very good liner. And I figured I have that, and some guy came at me with this Bauer 8000 helmet because I'd been wanting to do a project for college a few years ago where I was going to take a bunch of helmets, slice them down the middle, and show the foam technology, how each different helmet used it. And the Bauer 8000 was going to be one of them, and then I was going to use a couple of other helmets, a CCM helmet, and I think I was going to use an iTech helmet as well, and a Mission helmet. But that project got scrapped, and I did it on hockey blade technology and rigidity, blah blah blah, all that other good stuff. I got a B. Yeah, a B. I expected an A, but hey, a B is good. I passed. Anyway, so this guy came at me and said, hey, I have one of the original Bauer 8000 helmets with the Bauer, rounded out logo with a little rectangle, just like you wanted. The foams are really good, he said. And I said, yeah, sure, it's really good. He gave it to me, and he was a goddamn liar. But I only paid, to go pick it up, and it was only like $10, $15 bucks, I can't remember. So, this whole thing was just covered in rust, it seemed. I had some stickers on it. I removed those. Had a cage on it. I threw that thing away faster than you could say. Faster, I guess. Actually, I ripped out this cage right as I was walking out of the store and chucked it into the trash can nearby. I went home and I gutted it. I took out all the foams, washed it, cleaned it, sanitized it, everything I could to make sure that a non-porous surface like this plastic was just making sure it was good. And I took my Mission inside liner, the VN, and I popped that in there. And it fit. It worked. So, I ended up actually using this on Sunday for hockey, just, for a little shinny. Just to kind of make sure, to see how good it felt, if it was comfortable or not, and it's a very high sitting helmet. I'm used to low sitting helmets, so I got to pull it aside and then put it down. But that's what it came out to be. I put a visor on it, obviously, because I want to protect my eyes. But the VN liner feels great. If you can see, it's not that far away from my ear, which is something that you really want in a helmet. Whenever you're buying a helmet, try to make sure that your ears are closer to the lap up here. Make sure there's not that big of a gap. If there is, you're going to be in trouble. It's too high of a sitting helmet. It is going to come back and haunt you. You're going to take a hit. Your helmet's going to pop up, and if you're falling to the ice head first, don't expect your helmet to help you out. Ask Eric Lindros. Every time he took a hit, his Bauer 5000 helmet flipped forward, and it just left the back of his head, prime territory for that ice to hit. Water is treacherous. My uncle, who's a fisherman, told me that. Well, you know what? Ice is just as treacherous, but you won't drown. Unless you're in a lake and you fall in, and it's frozen, and it freezes above you. Then you're fucked. But that's a different story. For a different day. Possibly never. But anyway, so this is what it came out to be. The holes right here, for ventilation, they don't match up because the emission intake ones are right here. It's this whole area. So what I'm going to do is just drill out a nice little rectangle right here for flow. of air intake. So I was overheating in this thing, but everything else just matches up. The ventilation up here, there's basically no ventilation in the back with these helmets. That's the one thing that sucks, but whatever. But it's got a lot of vents right here, so I have a lot of room to work with. I'm gonna be doing that. The helmet fit great after I put the VN liner in it. You can see it on the sides. It actually, the only thing, I didn't have to really move anything around for it to fit, right here, back here on the sides, and then the one on the back. The only thing that I had to remove was the little band, for the occipital lock. That thing sucked. It was so annoying to remove. It was like, remove one part and then, oh, look, here's another. Yeah, I got a white chin strap. I don't have white ear loops. For some reason, I never really cared about white ear loops because every time I order them, they send me the shitty ones that you have to screw in. That's just annoying. But I accidentally bought a white band because, well, I ordered a black one, and the hockey shop company from Vancouver sent me this one instead. That's fine. I really like really long ones on my helmets. I don't know why. They just feel better to me. They are protective no matter what. They always tell you to keep your helmet, your chin strap really tight. I don't like that. It just feels uncomfortable. I had it on my Reebok helmet, and I liked it. It was cool with that one, but that's because that helmet was a tank and it was so low sitting I never had to worry about it moving. This helmet, I had my friend Garrett come up and throw me around, give me some hits to the back of the head, punch me, try to move the helmet up, and it wasn't that hard. This is the furthest that it went. If it had the regular padding, it would have just completely come off and just slammed into my nose. So I'm really happy with it. So this is a good helmet for me to have, just with the to go to the 5 a.m. stick time and skate around with, like just some pants and a sweatshirt and some gloves. Good. That way I don't have to use up my CCM helmet and further destroy that, because I love that helmet so much that I'll leave that one for games, and this one will just be kind of my helmet for to just kind of mess around. So as far as ethics, as far as hockey style, this helmet is alright. It's not the greatest. A lot of people do hate it. I don't really hate it. I think it's cool. I like it. But I think this does give me a good idea. I'm probably going to end up buying a Bauer 5100 just to have an extra spare helmet as well. But this one will just be kind of like, oh, hey, I'm going to go to the rink and skate around for like 10 minutes. This will be it. And my CCM helmet's like, oh, I got a game today, I'm going to go play. And that's going to be it. And then if I need a white helmet, I'll just buy that 5100 for, a good deal. So as far as the helmet being protective, with the new liner, it's a good protective helmet. As far as looks, I won't say the helmet is that great for looks, but I don't really care. If it works for Pekka and Ron Francis, I'm good. Or Corey Perry, the current winner of the Maurice Richard Trophy. As far as fit, with the VN liner, it feels good. It fits like a low profile sitting helmet. With the regular liner that the Bauer 8000 helmets come with, it is not a good fit. It fits like a sombrero. It fits like a mini me cap, and it rides forward really bad. It's really not protective at all. But that's just me, and a lot of people don't agree with me. If you don't agree with me, that's cool, man. Leave your comments below. I'll hear you out. As far as anything else, I really do like it. It goes great with this visor. I forgot I had this visor. My friend sent it to me from the Marlies, so it's pretty cool. It's very scratched up, but this helmet is not really the helmet that I'm going to be using for everything, so I'm cool with it. So other than that, this is just my little project that I did. I wanted to try it out. I may actually go and get one of those old HT helmets from CCM and see if I can get a good liner to fit that, and work that one out. So other than that, we'll just keep an eye out. All right, peace.